Hi, I'm Chuck Gibson. This is Loveland Beacon Talks Sports Special 2023 NFL Kickoff Edition. Joining us today will be a former member of the Loveland Tigers' 2013 high school football state championship team. 10 years later, Giovanni Ricci is set to begin his fourth season in professional football. When the Carolina Panthers meet the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta on the opening Sunday of this 2023 NFL season, Giovanni will take the field for his third season as an active roster player with the Panthers. The former Tiger high school receiver has answered the call for the Panthers on special teams, at fullback, and tight end. Giovanni sees regular action, shining in his role on special teams. He takes pride in his versatility and contributions to the team on special teams. It is my pleasure to welcome Loveland's own Giovanni Ricci of the NFL's Carolina Panthers. So Giovanni Ricci, welcome back, and this time to Loveland Beacon Talks, and we're calling this the special 2023 NFL Kickoff Edition. So thanks for joining us today and sharing a little bit about what's going on as you start your fourth season overall with the Carolina Panthers. So what's happening as you guys get ready for the kickoff of the 2023 season?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. Glad to talk to you again. But as far as what's going on, we're pretty much got the day in the barn, as you would say. Still working on, the finishing touches on the game plan, getting ready for Atlanta. We head down there tomorrow. So looking forward to kick off the season and, like you said, get back to it for another year.
Right. Well, you know what? And obviously, since we spoke at the start of last season, Giovanni, a lot has happened at Carolina. And at least from where I'm sitting, and you tell me if I'm wrong, you guys look like a much better team. I mean, I thought you finished the season out really strong despite all that went on, early in the season last year, coaching change and, player moves and things like that. But you guys are, you got to be looking forward to a whole new, no pun intended, but a whole new ball game as 2023 gets underway.
Yeah, we have a lot of new faces. Obviously, some more high profile than others. We had the number one draft pick in Bryce Young, and then we have a whole new coaching staff, and there's a lot of new faces, new philosophies, a lot of energy in the building, a lot of excitement to get out there, and it's our first real test to see where we're at as far as the season goes, and just really, really fun group of guys, and really great place to be, and I've enjoyed every second of it, even through the transitions and everything, and it's opening the season with a division rival. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, the NFL kind of has a way of let's get right to it. I mean, even here in Cincinnati, the Bengals are opening with the Browns in Cleveland. I mean, it's like all over the league, teams are, playing division rivals to kick off the season. So, I mean, the NFL doesn't waste any time let's get right into it, yes?
Yeah, especially this year. Right.
Seems like it. Hey, you reminded me, and I kind of forgot about it. I don't know how I did that, but Bryce Young, number one pick. What's it been like? With that number one pick, it looks like he's all they say he is from what I've seen and heard so far. What do you say? I don't want to get you in trouble.
Well, you're not going to get me in trouble because Bryce is he's an incredible guy. He's, and he's, like you said, everything people talk about. He's got a great understanding of the game. He throws the ball as well as anyone I've ever seen. He's great leader, great, just all around. I've been extremely impressed with the throws he's able to make, how it's almost like he's playing in slow motion. And he just has that grasp on the game, and it's a ton of fun to watch, a ton of fun to play with, and I'm looking forward to, the rest of the nation, getting to see what he's all about, because he's the real deal, in my opinion.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of fun. And for you, Giovanni, I know that, things have changed a little bit, I guess. Tell us about your role now. It seems to me that you're flat out a tight end with the Panthers, and that's kind of a change from some of what your responsibilities were the past couple of seasons. So what's that? What are all the changes meaning to you, and how's that going to shake out? What are we going to see from Giovanni Ricci this year?
As far as my role with the team, it's always kind of been whatever they need me to do, I'll do. And for the past couple of years, like you said, I've been kind of in a fullback role / tight end. With the new coaching staff, we don't have a true fullback on the roster anymore, but still able to utilize my skills as a tight end and what I've learned playing fullback to hopefully help out our offense any way I can. And then obviously with special teams, it's kind of been where I've hung my hat the most, being able to be a core part of that unit and take a lot of pride in it. So definitely be doing that still, and just whatever's needed of me, that's what you'll see. So.
Well, and that's always amazing. I've enjoyed talking with you about that, and feeling and knowing the sincerity of you're expressing, I'm there to help in any way I can, and it's just a lot of fun to hear that from you. It's so refreshing. Sometimes guys are all about themselves, and we can tell, Giovanni, in talking with you, that, hey, whatever they need me to do. So especially, you guys, not just you, but you guys on special teams, that's complete madness. So it's fun to hear your energy and excitement level about participating in that and contributing, especially on the special teams. So happy to hear that part of it. Is your thought that that's going to be maybe the biggest role for you through the season? What are what kind of expectations has the coaching staff laid out for you?
Yeah, there's obviously some packages for me in offense, but as far as like I said, I hang my hat on special teams. I have a great coordinator, and he puts a lot of trust in us and trust in me to go out there and perform well. And we have high expectations of our unit, so that's going to probably be the bulk of my workload. But then just from offensively, we have a great unit in our tight end room. We brought in Hayden Hurst, who's been an awesome addition, and then we got the whole unit from last year. So we're all just they're putting us in the best position for us to succeed, not only as a unit but as an offense. So being able to utilize our talents in the best way possible, I'll be able to hopefully get out there and, like I said, help out as much as I can, and hopefully win some football games. So. There
you go. Yeah. Well, you reminded me, and it's kind of a nice connection that you have. Having played your high school ball here, grown up here in Cincinnati, and then a tight end the caliber of Hayden Hurst, who of course just spent his most recent season with the Cincinnati Bengals. So that's kind of a neat connection. What's it like to see that guy in action and learn from him, because he's certainly considered one of the top tight ends in the NFL. There's no question about that.
Yeah, and I can attest to that 100%. He's, works as hard as anyone I've seen. He knows the game really well. He's a tough guy. I think the Panthers put out a video, like a snapshot of a training camp of him just getting after it with a Jets player, and that's just kind of the guy he is. He's hard-nosed, plays through the whistle, and he gets after it. That's the best way I can say, and it's been fun to learn from him, because obviously he's been doing it for a while, and just kind of hearing how he thinks, about route running, blocking, all that kind of stuff. Definitely been an awesome addition and has helped us all out in that way.
Right. Well, I'm going to step back over to special teams with you again, Giovanni, for a minute. You talked about the coordinator. Who's the coordinator for special teams?
Chris Tabor.
Okay. Because, I just wanted to give a shout-out to him for you since you mentioned and what a difference it makes as those special team coordinators I think that's a special breed, too. But talking to you about playing and what goes into planning, those are plays. I mean, it's not just like, okay, kick the ball, sprint down the field or whatever. Obviously plays are set. What kind of, without giving any Panther secrets away, what can you tell us about the special teams setups or plays and what that's like for you?
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot more thought that goes into it than just, kicking the ball down the field and go get the ball carrier. It's, something that most people watching the game probably don't pay too much attention to, but it takes just as much planning, just as much practice, to make sure that we perform at the level we want to perform at, because at the end of the day, it's all, if you win the, let's say, for instance, the kick return drive start average, if you're averaging your offense starting at the 35 compared to the 15, that's a 20-yard difference for the offense has to go. So it can be extremely important and valuable, and we definitely take pride in it at Carolina. So excited to get out there again, and our goal is to just have the best tape in the NFL, so we're going to go out there and hopefully prove that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's so funny because when you listen to or when we watch, I mean, you're part of the game, so you're going through it with the coaches and the preparation and everything week to week for whatever opponents. But as fans, we listen to and we watch the experts talk about it, and especially on game day with all the pregame shows, it always comes down to special teams. That you hear that over and over again, and you just kind of touched on that, and I thought you really shared that really well in terms of saying, hey, if we hold their starting field position to, let's say, the 15-yard line, but short of the 20, while our guys, our team is receiving the ball and able to start drives on, as you said, like, the 35-yard line. That's a 20, that's plus 20. That's a plus 20. Your offense didn't have, that's 20 yards of offense gained before the first snap. And I think, like you said, people don't necessarily watch it, even though we're told, Giovanni, over and over. And I think obviously being a part of that and contributing to that is a big thing. I'm not sure what my question is in that, but I thought you really brought that to light, that how important and how much do you guys hear that? I guess that's the question. How much do you hear that from the coaching staff? It's like, hey, we know our offense is going to do that. We know our defense is going to do this. We know their offense is going to do this, and our and their defense is going to do that. At the end of the game, it's who makes a play. The game may be decided on who makes a play on special teams. How much do you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's obviously we take it with a ton of pride. Very important to our team, and obviously our coordinator, he does a great job in preparing us and coming up with a game plan to make sure that we, go out there and put our best foot forward. And it's something that just, especially like you said, at this level, like, it can be a huge difference at the end of the day. I can't remember the statistics entirely, but there's 90-some% chance if you score on special teams or get a turnover on special teams, there's like a 80 to 90-some% chance of winning the football game. So it's those little things that you may not necessarily see on TV, but it can have a huge impact on the game, like you said. And it's ton of fun too to be a part of, a really good unit. And fortunately last year we were, and hopefully we can just continue to improve on that this year and go out there and just keep on helping our team in the best way we can.
Yeah, well, so what, kind of last question about all the changes and everything. So the Frank Reich, I mean, that is a name in NFL history, both as a player and obviously as a coach. What's it like, to be, to watch his coaching staff come in and be a part of this turnaround for the Panthers? Because, and as you said, you're very excited. What's Frank Reich like?
He's got an incredible football mind. It's really fun to sit and meet and learn just kind of how he thinks, how he sees the game, how he coaches, and gotten to learn a ton from our whole staff.
Sure.
I've been very, very impressed with everyone that's come in. Obviously our staff before, have a ton of gratitude and respect for them. We obviously didn't necessarily have the years we wanted, but I thought they, for coaching us, and they did a great job, and they're part of the, turnarounds that we've had and bringing in new guys, and but definitely a lot of excitement, just a lot of energy, obviously, just everyone just, biting at the bit, waiting to get out there on Sunday. So, but learning from them, it's been an awesome experience, awesome opportunity, and just thankful to be, being able to sit in that room every day. So.
Well, Giovanni, once again, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and share a little bit about your journey in the NFL as you get ready to kick off, your fourth season with the Panthers in this 2023 NFL football season. Anything that you want to say to your friends back home here in Loveland before we call it a day here?
Just thankful for I got a tremendous support system at home, and I know I got a ton of friends still living in Loveland that I'm thankful for each and every day. And my Loveland's got a great, it's near and dear to my heart. Still live there in the off season, so love it back there, and hoping to continue to represent our town the best I can. So. Outstanding.
Well, again, Giovanni, listen, thank you so much for joining us, taking the time, and wish you nothing but the best of luck this Sunday against those Falcons in Atlanta. Have a great game. And, again, just thank you for joining us. Appreciate having you.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome talking with you.
All right. That was Giovanni Ricci joining us on today's Sports Special 2023 NFL Kickoff edition of Loveland Beacon Talks. Giovanni will take the field with the Carolina Panthers in Atlanta this Sunday as they take on their divisional rival Atlanta Falcons to open this 2023 NFL season. Loveland Beacon Talks is grateful to Giovanni for taking the time to talk with us, and we wish him and his team the best this season. We look forward to hearing more from Giovanni as the season goes on. For now, this is Chuck Gibson saying thank you for reading and listening on Loveland Beacon. Loveland Beacon Talks is a presentation of Loveland Beacon Digital Media and Gibson Communications, LLC.